Hello everyone, I, Janice Kujur, on behalf of collegedunia.com, welcome you all to this new episode of Thoughts on Education at College Dunia. This initiative is going to bring students more closer to the vision of the institute and to the key leaders of the organization. Today we have with us Dr. Satyavrat Singh, who is the Associate Professor and Dean Student Welfares of KIPM College of Engineering and Technology. A very warm welcome to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. I'm really grateful to College Dunia, who brings the leaders at a platform and that makes aware the students about the pioneering in institutions of the nation. I'm really grateful that you give me this opportunity. Thank you very much for inviting.
Okay. So my question to you is that you are holding a key position in KIPM. What are the key factors that keep you connected to the education sector?
Of course, as we all know, 21st century is the time of knowledge economy. And that can be created only through education. As technology has become the watchword of the world, I decided to be connected with technical education sector and support the new generation with my knowledge and experience so they could be ready for future world. It is since 2004 I am connected with the education sector. Even here in KIPM, teaching keeps me connected with the students and teaching learning process. I teach 3 credit courses to the engineering students, and I also guide my final students and groom them for industries.
Okay. So, being the Dean Student Welfares of KIPM College of Engineering and Technology, what is your philosophy of leadership? You please describe your leadership skills and also tell us about your roles and responsibilities towards the institute and the students.
Sure, ma'am. Basically, my philosophy of leadership is to act as an empowering and capacity building force for others as well as for the organization. And in my leadership style, first of all, I ensure the feeling of trust, care, affection, guidance and gratitude for everyone I'm working with. This ensures in me that everyone with its all ability is an effort to achieve the objectives of the college, and while complementing each other, we can easily achieve our aspirations, our objectives. So I try to generate positive changes that improve people and contexts. I also try to be skilled at listening, emotionally intelligent, non-judgmental, self-confident, and I want to be capable. I work basically efficiently for managing the conflicts also in my organization, and basically my roles and responsibilities to the institution and students are to infuse educational practices with a higher purpose and meaning, to focus on ethics, morality in action as well as in interactions, to encourage teachers to strive for quality in their teaching and support through developing teams for innovative teaching approaches, and to provide resources to enhance collaborative teaching and learning, planning and practices.
Okay. So, as a team, how do you strategize about the key programs and plans for marketing and administration of your college?
Oh, sure. See, ma'am, basically, every institute has its students as their brands. In the same way, our students are brand, and basically they themselves are our marketing strategies. So every year, our students in university events, whether it's academic, whether it's cultural, whether it's technical, or it's sports, our students surely achieve the positions and win the medals and basically that then we get the chance to promote their achievements through social media, through websites, and getting it published in the newspapers. Yeah, of course, besides this, we keep on having some campus programs, and that campus programs to fetch the students from the outside and to conduct some technical programs, some cultural programs, and engaging our utilizing our alumni. These are the ways we keep on promoting our institution. And if we talk about our basically administration, so basically we foster the international quality standards of excellence in academia, as well as in research, consultancy, administration, and extension services, which are basically cross-functional learning, case analysis, applied problem solving, tutorials, student mentoring, student-centric learning, activity-based learning, project-based learning. So these are the things which we basically keep on practicing as in our administration. One more thing I would like to add, that to each faculty, we have allotted 20 students as a proctor with an objective to constantly follow student progress and accordingly suggest changes in case of any, with an objective to constantly follow student progress and accordingly suggest changes in case of any.
So, how has COVID-19 impacted your institute? And what, according to you, are the key metrics that will decide the future of online education?
COVID pandemic affected everyone. It was a global pandemic, and everyone was affected in this. But we, as an institution, we took the initiative very early. Even when the lockdown was called by the government, we started to engage our students online, and not basically in academically we were involving them. We basically started having some programs related to the technology, related to the cultural events. We became, I think we feel that we became successful in pursuing our students for blended learning and especially for the online learning.
Okay. So, what do you think should be KIPM College of Engineering and Technology's top priority over the next 10 years?
Sure. I just would like to share this particular vision of our college here. We focus only to our students. Our focus is our students. As I have earlier said you, that they are our brands. And our objective is that every student gets what one aspires for. So our focus is to make them industry ready, and for that we are focusing on, and we are trying to achieve in next coming 10 years that they be ready for industry 4. As we know that we are approaching, and the technology has approached, and that now we are in the industry 4 revolution, entering into the industry 4 revolution. So for that, the students need to learn cloud computing, internet of things, machine learning, automation, artificial intelligence. So we are focusing on these skills in our campus, in our college, for our students, that even when the technology changes, the updates, they be employable. So this is our future vision for our students and for our college.
Okay. So when you first came to KIPM, what was your vision for the institute, and how has it evolved over time, and how far along in implementing that vision are you?
See, ma'am, when I joined this college, I was having this thought that I would be the complementary agent who will be complementing with everyone in the organization who was working already in it for achieving the objective of the institution. So my role was, or my vision was, that I would be adapting the whole situation, the whole environment, the whole policies of the college, and would work as a team. So as I had my vision, I'm quite successful in my vision. If you say how far, so there are always some gaps in your vision and your achievement. So we keep on practicing, and we keep on trying to just reach to the goal and work as a team in the organization for achieving its objective. So that's basically, I feel I am always there as a team. I am always there as a complementary agent, complementary person who complements each and every one here in the institution for achieving its objective.
Okay. What, according to you, are the legacy of KIPM, or what would you like people to know about your institute that they may not already know?
We focus on basically on students, and we to make them aware of one more thing, that they need to be ethical, they need to be moral. We make them human. I rather say we make them human. We say that they are not the machines uh, to earn money, on name, on fame, but they are somewhere the part of this universe and have to contribute to this universe in its better survival, in its sustainable survival. So we have the programs, and we have the programs like FDPs for the students to aware them for the human consciousness, for ethics, and we make them a complete human here. So that is the different thing which I find is in our institution.
Okay. What are the biggest challenges that you see, both for higher education in general and for KIPM specifically, due to current ongoing pandemic?
We basically, as I said you, that we were little impacted now, but as we see the ratio of admissions, we are quite at a good position. We have more than 80% seats registered this year. So this pandemic affected little, but not much, as we had taken the remedy initiatives earlier, and we started interacting with the students and engaging our students in multi-purpose events through online mode. So basically, they are the students basically popularized our college, saying that it's the college who is basically concerned to the students and keep on making the programs for the students only. And so that made our basically fight against Corona easy. So we are not much affected, but it was, as globally it has affected everyone. So we can say that we are little affected, but we got the remedy and we fought against it, and we converted it into the opportunity. And we learned we learned and we implemented the blended learn online.
Okay. Sir, many students are becoming jittery for the future because of the current ongoing pandemic. Many people have not taken admissions also this year. In such a situation, what message or assurance would you like to give to the current students and aspiring students of your college?
Basically, those who took admissions this year, they are more privileged one. They have 45% admissions are done in the whole university. So the 55% competition is not for these 45% students. They already have completed the 55% of the students at this particular academic year. This is the one thing which is for the students who are studying, that they must be confident there that in the after completing that, while completing their graduation, there will be less competition and will be more employability chances. Those who are not taken, those who have not taken the admissions, they for them, I would like to have a suggestion that go inside and explore yourself. Try to find out the opportunity even in this pandemic. This pandemic has given everyone an opportunity to explore with oneself and to minimize the can learn that you can live with the minimal physical facilities and maximum with the relationship. So just work on maintaining the relationship and focus on again to the career and to the admissions in next session.
Okay. Sir, last question, I want to know a little bit more about the infrastructure, the facilities that are offered from your college.
We basically, as we are means we provide hostels also. So, but we also give the admissions to the day scholars. So bus services are there. Hostel is fully equipped with the Wi-Fi, mess, and for sports we have stadium in our campus, tutorial labs, seminar halls. So these are the facilities we have in our infrastructure. Means we have enough infrastructure because we suppose for the classes we have classrooms for tutorials, we have different classrooms for lab activities, for laboratory activities, for workshops. We have everything equipped which is required for a technical student, and for meeting the international needs, international for learning the international techniques.
Okay. That's a very good insight we have got from you, sir, today. And hope more and more students are interested and they apply to KIPM College of Engineering and Technology. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.